Yes, my will be screaming, thank you.
Alright, so let's start with the living tombstone.
And I'm John Hosego. I took the Concorde from yesterday. I was in Galacon yesterday, but I'm here.
Damn, John, you buffed up. You changed your skin a little bit. You grew a couple feet. How many of you have seen JJ dudes like this tall? Tiny. I can put him in my pocket and carry him around. Would you like a commission, sir, JJ? Right on, sir! I'm like the microphone and I'm really tired.
I am the Black Griffin, and this is how I normally talk when I'm not doing an accent that sounds like this.
Hey guys, I'm AC Racebest, creators of Bronies React, and I'm gonna vlog you all right now. And now I'm gonna get rid of the camera. Saber, who are you? I'm me! I'm Saber Spark.
I'm Jack's Blade and I lift. That's it. Wait, I'm Soul Rank. I'm gonna be shouting throughout the entire thing, but for now, who wants a poster?
Who got it? You put rocks in that thing, they got some distance.
Well, hey, look, I don't want to toss it. Look, if Jack's Blade tosses it, it's probably gonna hit the wall, go through the wall, go all the way to California. That's probably right.
Oh, dude, no, I'll pick it up at the airport then.
I'm not going to throw them out there and be like freaking shooting stars.
You're saying that? You're saying that?
Go to the Galacon.
Like,
Thank you, Dusty.
Well guys, again, this is the Bronies React panel. Thank you all for waking up early on a Sunday morning. So, a big part of this panel is going to be Q&A. We apologize for it starting a little bit late.
just a half hour, it's no big deal.
We were actually sitting here at like 9:50 and we're like, okay.
And I rolled in at 10, I'm like, crap, I'm late, I'm like, oh, there's 6 people, alright. Alright, make do with what you got.
So one thing I kind of wanted to go over briefly is some frequently asked questions beforehand. First off, like all these guys introduce themselves. I want to thank every one of you up here for joining me on this panel, for joining me on Bronies React. I think everyone in the audience has appreciated what you guys have done. All right? And before we do get started, because there's so many to name and I don't know which ones are here and aren't here, if you have been in a Bronies React, can you please stand up?
Stand up.
All right, now we'll start naming. We got Rob up here in the front, Eileen Monty, Galaxy Art, and Bailey Ostino. You sit back down, get back down. Other people, of course, like Brony Mike, we've had Noakin, D Notive, who was walking around here, but he probably just didn't wake up. Did you help him?
Okay, no. I've seen Denotive Grand Temple about 3 times, and I saw him and went, oh, I'm sorry, dude's good looking, okay? No, the last time I saw him, he came up to my room on Friday night, and I have not seen him since. I'm pretty sure he's been abducted.
Speaking of abductions, at the Living Tombstone, you guys probably saw him performing last night. Well, currently we are still looking for Tomb. He was kidnapped last night by a wild pack of alligators.
Okay, no. If this was Florida, that'd be believable, but right now I just think you're full of it.
Where are we?
It's a coordinated effort.
I don't know Baltimore jokes.
He was kidnapped by a savage group of warriors.
Crabs.
The Sorry, Tombstone's not here because you crabs.
So, one thing I wanted to start talking about was the first Bronies React I ever made. Bronies React to Teens React to My Little Pony Friendship.
Yeah!
And one question I get a lot is how that one ever even got started. Now, when I first saw the Teens React, at the time I had less than 200 subscribers. I was, kind of farting around, doing some videos. I had a couple videos already out. But I was like, okay, this Teens React thing. I was hearing a lot of buzz from the community about like, did you see that Teens React video? Did you? Yes, I did.
I was on deployment.
So he didn't see it.
Oh, man.
So I go to watch this video with my girlfriend, and upon seeing it, I'm like, oh, okay, that was. It felt kind of harsh, but you know what? They're teens, it's okay, whatever. And then.
Teens, what more needs to be said?
Exactly. No offense to any teens in the audience. So we go, or I'm looking at this video, and I'm like, you know what? I can have some fun with this, but I need people who some of the community might recognize. And I go around, I literally search YouTube, I type in Bronies with a camera, and I start finding guys like Dusty Cat,
Yeah!
like Solrak, who actually wasn't on camera quite yet. Well,
Yeah.
briefly, yeah. And among others, and put the video together. And I was not expecting it to turn out like it did, because apparently a couple of you have seen it.
Yeah!
Actually, Race, I would like to announce that the first Bronies React, the Teens React, has reached 1 million views. Well, it's like 8,000 likes, but whatever. 1 million views!
Close enough. Close enough. Delete it. But yeah, no, so basically when I went around, like I said, I went around finding some people, and a lot of people actually turned it down at first, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is how it's gonna go. And ironically enough, does anyone here know who I Bring to Lowell's is? Yeah! He was the first person to say yes. Ironically, he wasn't in the video because he had some time issues later in the game. However, he was the first person to say yes, and I'm like, wow, someone's interested. And then guys like Dusty came aboard, and again, it was just a video that took off incredibly. And one thing that I'm gonna mix in with the story, a lot of people ask, do I script the Bronies Reacts? I do not script the Bronies Reacts, because what works with these is that everyone's personality is able to come out in their own, like Saber's alicornness and Jack's Blade's muscleness, Solrak's screaminess, Griffin's good-lookingness, and Dusty's mustacheness, and Mike's Mike's.
I was waiting for it. Can you just please watch what you say to my family's at the table? I really want you to be respectful.
Sorry.
I apologize. My mother doesn't like you being so close.
Which one's this one?
Cousin,
Cousin, right?
That's my mother.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. Another question I get a lot of is how to get into a Bronies React, and I get this question a lot, so I wanted to start this one off immediately. When I started doing this, obviously I went around looking for people. I even asked some personal friends of mine who a lot of people wouldn't know, just because I was looking to get numbers. So for that Bronies React, it turned into something where I was looking for people. After that, it turned into, I got to meet all these guys up here, and I was like, these guys are fantastic friends of mine. I've met a lot of people in this community. They're all incredibly awesome. Everyone I've met at this convention, by the way, awesome! So really, when people ask me, I was answering it a lot at the time, and then I'm like, I'm getting this question quite a bit. About 5 times a day I get this question, how can I be in the Bronies React? Which is why I have to be selective, because otherwise we would have about 5,000 people per Bronies React,
Yeah.
which would be a lot of editing and not a lot of face time. So,
Right.
you think?
Dude, you can make it like a button. Like, just like
One word. That's it.
A.